Hi friends, in our last video we talked about our overall structure for our ground forces for our new Republic successor military, the correct Federal Republic. Now in today's video we're going to talk more specifically about our light infantry soldiers and how they are deployed.
Jake, you are majorly overthinking this.
You underestimate my power.
Hello there.
So starting out, our light infantry soldiers can be deployed in a few different units. First are the Army Light Divisions, Air Assault Divisions, and Ranger Battalions. The second is Marine Corps security personnel attached to naval ships or Marine Corps brigades that are attached to Venator Star Destroyers as naval ground infantry. They include 3 maneuver battalions, a cavalry company, as well as similar support personnel to the divisions. However, at the battalion level, these include field artillery, anti-air, engineer, aviation, and logistical support units. So going more in depth into our light division, they are very similar to how the air assault divisions and Army Rangers are set up. However, what changes is how they are deployed. So all of these units include 3 light brigades, which include 3 battalions, unless you're the Ranger Battalion, you start at this level. You also include a recon company at the battalion level, and these include 4 platoons of 4 squads. Each squad includes 5 scouts and an infantry support platform for stealthy fire support. 2 of the platoons are mounted in Air-23 speeders, and the last 2 are mounted in ATRT walkers, except for the medic and rocket gunners, which will be deployed on bark speeders with stretchers and sidecars respectively. A mobile protected firepower battalion is included with TX-130 Sabre tanks for direct fire support and a few additional urban assault tripod transports held in reserve for urban assaults. We introduced most of these vehicles in the last video except for the TX-130, so I'll go into that now. The TX-130 is a fast maneuverable repulsor tank which includes medium lasers, ordnance launchers, and an anti-infantry laser turret or beam turret. This makes this tank perfect for, yes, escorting heavier armored units, but also for escorting infantry, providing direct firepower against small vehicles and reinforced structures since they do not have any larger tanks as part of their units. So this would be very essential to supporting our infantry. Now the difference in these units, I said, is how they are deployed. So the light division is deployed in Imperial troop transports, which can carry 10 soldiers on the ground, providing some light armor and mobility. However, they can be deployed dismounted through Sentinel-class shuttles, which can carry 75 troops through hyperspace. Now, our air assault divisions differ in that they deploy their soldiers in LAAT law enforcement gunships, and also include another reconnaissance company, but this time at the division level instead of the brigade level, due to the increased reconnaissance concerns of being deployed behind enemy lines. Now, Army Ranger battalions are the special forces version of our air assault units. As we said before, they utilize jetpacks to provide some additional movement. Now, they are deployed in special Mandalorian Gauntlet fighters, which can carry 25 Rangers through hyperspace and a special drop bay meant for their jetpacks. This allows them to be deployed quicker than any other unit, even from off-planet bases due to the hyperdrive. When not using their jetpacks, they can be deployed in Aero-23 speeders for scout transports or in the Sentinel shuttles like our light infantry. They include 3 infantry companies and 1 reconnaissance company. Now, moving on, each infantry company has multiple platoons among all these units of 3 infantry squads, 1 heavy infantry squad, and usually some artillery observers, mortar teams, ambulance speeders, and sniper pairs, which include bark speeders and an ID-9 seeker droid. Each infantry squad includes a marksman, a squad leader, and a seeker droid, as well as 2 fire teams with a leader, gunner, grenadier, and rifleman. Reconnaissance squads are a little bit different, and they include a marksman, a squad leader, and a seeker droid, but only have 1 team, which consists of a gunner, a medic, and a rocket gunner. This is 5 soldiers that can fit into an Aero-23 speeder, as we discussed before, how our scouts will be deployed. Now, the heavy squads include 1 leader, 2 rocket gunner pairs, so that's a gunner and an N5 security droid to carry extra rockets, as well as 2 E-Web gunner pairs, which is set up the same way. Now lastly, we have our Special Forces squads, which operate independently of any higher structure, and they bring unique skills and technology to critical missions behind enemy lines. They include 12 members, each with specialized roles like engineer, slicer, medic, and they're supported by droids like astromechs and medic droids. I want to put up a graphic to show you of how I would set up a unit. Now, they also can be split into smaller teams as needed and are often deployed like the Rangers and Gauntlet fighters or locally in LAAT law enforcement gunships. So thank you for listening to this video about how our light soldiers will be set up and how they will operate. In the next video, we'll talk about our armored units, and they will include infantry soldiers set up very similarly, but may be deployed in heavier vehicles such as ATTEs. So stay tuned for the next video where we will go into our armor and reinforced armor division structure. And make sure to subscribe if you enjoy our deep lore discussions on your favorite universes. And as always, may the Force be with you. We'll see you next time.